Hey, what's up everyone? It's Chris Trondsen here at the LACMA in Los Angeles, and you're watching That's So Hollywood from the red carpet of a special screening of the film Whiplash. So Miles, Andrew in this film, we see your character has a lot of intense interaction with JK's character. Tell me what that chemistry was like on set. I mean, he's throwing things at you, he slaps you. Tell me what that was like, you know, with JK.
Yeah, he's a pretty intense dude, you know what I mean? But honestly, in between setups, we were, you know, it was very easy. Like, this set really wasn't, I mean, the scene work and everything that we're doing was pretty intense, but in between takes, it was a very light set, you know, and I'm happy that, you know, JK was able to kind of go at it in the scenes, but then also afterwards we could just talk baseball or I mean just talk sports and stuff.
5, 6, 7.
In 4, damn it! Look at me.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now, was I rushing or was I dragging?
No.
Count again.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Rushing or dragging?
Rushing.
So you do know the difference.
In the film, you know, we see such intensity stuff. What was it like on set? I mean, when they said go, I mean, were you like in that, you're throwing things? How was the vibe on set?
The vibe on set was awesome because it was, you know, when Damien said action, it was action for real, and when Damien said cut, it was like, you know, just goofball time, which we, you know, was the way that Miles and I just sort of, the rhythm that we just kind of settled into. And I, you know, sometimes I work that way, and depending on the actors you're working with, sometimes people like to stay more in it, you know, keep that level of intensity. But in this case, it was just like, you know, we're knocking out some intense work, and we want to kick back and have a good time in between.
Miles said you guys got to relax and talk about baseball. That's always good, right?
Baseball was it's my favorite thing to talk about, and fortunately, it's one of Miles' favorite things to talk about too. So even though he's a Phillies fan, which is like pathetic, yeah, we talked about. I mean, we basically acted like a couple of high school sophomores, even though I'm older than his dad. You know, we had very much a relationship of a couple of peers, and we talked about, you know, sports and cars and chicks. I mean, what else you talk about?
I see you in here a lot, and I think that you're really pretty, and would you want to go out with me? Ever?
Please go away.
Oh my God,
Please get out.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm just messing with you. I'm messing with you.
Oh my God.
The first time I read the script, I just knew automatically. I was just talking about this with someone actually, that I just knew from the get-go it was something different and unique and special. And I also, my personal experience as an 18-year-old moving to New York City, going to college and not knowing anyone isn't that much of a departure from Nicole in the movie. So that, on such a base level, is really how I related to her. But little did I know that, you know, Damien is such a collaborator and such an amazing director, and Miles is such an awesome actor to work with, that it would become what it did. And it's truly a privilege to be here.
What do you think is going to be the pull? What's going to get people in the theater to really be into this film? You know, people hear jazz musician and da-da-da, but what do you think the pull is going to be?
The whole point of this was to make a thriller about music school, but to really play like a thriller, because that's what it felt like to me as a drummer. I felt fear all the time. So I think the emotions in this movie are strong enough that they can get to you whether or not you care about the music on screen. It's just ultimately about big questions. It's about how far are we willing to push in the name of a goal? How much are we willing to sacrifice? Do the ends justify the means? So I wanted to put really kind of terrifying behavior on screen, but in the service of a goal, an artistic goal, and just see at what point do we draw the line.
So there you have it. We're wrapping up from the special screening of the film Whiplash. Signing out from the LACMA in Los Angeles is Chris Trondsen, and you're watching Pacific Rim Videos, That's So Hollywood.